Hi guys, I'm Yudo. I'm here again for the second time to talk about what Riot is doing to Illaoi. And so this is the preview for the next patch that they're gonna release. And as you can see here, they are doubling down on this new direction they're giving Illaoi, which is honestly stunning. It's unbelievable that they don't realize that this is a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. I mean, there's so many things I want to say about this. So first, they don't fix that issue that I showed you guys on the last video. If you guys didn't watch it, you can go and watch it now. It's an issue where when Illaoi's tentacles kill the spirit, they don't give another hit on the person that is being targeted. So like not even in the 3 seconds, because the cooldown of the auto attack of the tentacle is bigger than the time that they're up to hit them, to slam on them. So I mean they didn't fix that, which is in I mean that's so insane because Dirty Mobs made a video on it. And Dirty Mobs, for you guys who don't know, is one of the best Illaois in the world. He's an Illaoi Onetrick on the NA server. He's been high elo for several years, and he makes content on her. And it's unfathomable for me the fact that they're not looking at the people who play her for advice on what to do with her. They're actually not watching the videos. I mean, maybe I'm super naive, but myself as an Illaoi Onetrick making a video about it, I was hoping that Riot Freak or Froxon or whoever else would watch that video because I assumed they would be interested on what Illaoi players have to do with and think about the new changes. I think that should be a point of interest for them, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's not a point of interest. They're not interested in what you guys think. They're only interested, again, on the other guy's perspective, the people who are facing her. So it's fine for them to absolutely discharacterize a champion, to disconstruct a character that was created along years. I mean, I've said that in the other video. Illaoi has been for years the same champion, ever since she was released. And now suddenly she's a completely different champion with completely new ideas. And that direction that she had before is completely gone. And they did it so sneakily. And I mean, as an adjustment, just like many other changes that they have made for Illaoi, it's really bad. I mean, it's better if they would never even have touched them anymore, because Illaoi still has plenty problems. She still has not enough mana on lane and has to start with awkward build paths. She has to start either Doran's Ring or Tyr to really be able to stay in lane, and she has to play really passive because of that. And with the fact that she already has to play passive many matchups, you're making it so that even in the matchups that she could oppress, she has to play passive because she doesn't have a proper starting item, and this is so messed up. Everything that they're doing here is turning on themselves. Honestly, like they are doubling down on the worst change I've ever seen for a champion in League. They're making her absolutely dull. If that's what they want, I mean, they can just go on with this, and try to compensate for what they did. They should have reverted Illaoi with all the small buffs that weren't even buffs that she got. I mean, the thing where she can kill the spirit before level 7, she already had that before. You took that away from her, and then you gave her back as if that was something, you know? Like, as if that was a buff. But it wasn't. You're just giving something back that you took away for absolutely no reason, and that never made any sense to take that away from her. You know, and you're not redirecting Illaoi in the sense that you're just giving her more damage in this patch. So you want to make her more or less E-oriented, because when you give her burst damage like this, what you're doing is you're making her more of an E-bot. I talked about this the last video. If you guys want to make her not so dependent on the E, because the E is frustrating or whatever, as if many of these champions here were not frustrating, like Singed is not frustrating, Sion is not frustrating, Zyra is not frustrating, Kiana is not frustrating, like, all these champions here are frustrating. Brand, you know, but Illaoi is the one who gets redirected as a champion, just so people who play against her are pleased. Honest to God, it's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. So again, when you do this, you're making her more of an E-bot, Riot Games. What you should do is give her more attack speed, more mana, and maybe a little more health or health increase or something like that. And this whole thing with the passive cooldown is just ridiculous. I mean, just this is so useless. I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference in this? From 20 to 18, I mean, you have the whole start of lane to put your tentacles down. It doesn't make any difference. And in dragon situations, I mean, you're either gonna put like 2 tentacles, or you have to get there, I don't know, man, like 1 minute earlier. No one does that. You're maximum gonna put 2 tentacles down, and you already could do that. 2 seconds don't change anything. If you, oh my god, like, it's 4 seconds in total if you're going to think about the 2 tentacles. But this doesn't make a single difference. Like, it's if you could put the tentacles down before, you still can. If you couldn't, you still can't. It doesn't change anything. What changes is this: you're making her more of an R-bot, E-bot, or whatever you're trying to do with her. You're taking what was special about the champion, which was the vessel mechanic and how it worked with the tentacles spawning and the way she played with tentacles. That was the interesting part of her kit. And you're making her a burst damage dull champion who just nukes other people. I mean, what are you guys doing, Riot? I mean, is it just stubbornness? I don't understand. Why can't you just revert what you did? That everyone thought it's a bad idea. Even people who don't play Illaoi in the community, they see it as a bad idea. And you do stuff like this to make it even worse for her. I mean, and this, by the way, the fact that they were going to fix it on the next patch, I knew they were going to do it. But the way they did it right here is like, okay, we don't want to mess with this champion for like a few months now. So you're going to actually destroy the champion, by the way, and its identity and what made it interesting for people who started playing her. You guys are really going to destroy it, a unique champion. I mean, guys, think about it. Illaoi is one of those champions in League who are absolutely unique. It's like Gangplank and Bard. they play their own game. They used to, when it comes to Illaoi, is the proper way of saying it. They used to play their own game with her mini games and all of that going on, just like Gangplank has with his barrels, and Bard has with the little I don't know, it's chimes that he picks up. I don't know the name. In Portuguese, it's sinos. I don't know how it is said in English. Uh, the things that he picks up around the map, and the way that he ults and everything. They're making this very interesting champion, very unique champion, turn into a burst oriented champion that is the dullest possible. And they really think this is a direction that they can pursue. And now I wonder, okay, they're not gonna fix her gameplay issues like her auto attack uh, being terrible, like she dropping tentacles along the way when she's TPing. She drops a tentacle in base and goes without the tentacle to wherever she TPs. They're not gonna give her that tentacle hit when the spirit is killed by tentacle. They're not making quality of life changes, and they're buffing her instead, as if to say, okay, we're not, our job here is done, we're not gonna mess with her anymore. It's like, we don't want to deal with that champion. It's so coward of Riot to do this, honestly. It's pure cowardice and lack of imagination, and I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed with Riot on this. Oh my god, this is terrible. This is terrible. This makes me want to play the game less and less. You know, it's really sad. It's really sad what they're doing to this champion. Um, yeah, guys, I don't know. This may give her some win rate back, but I don't think she'll be as fun to play ever again. It's a terrible realization. Yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly kind of depressed right now. So yeah, I want to thank all the people who watched my last video and the people who commented on it and liked the video. I gained a few subscribers. I want to thank you all. Everyone was very respectful in the comments. I I enjoyed very much the interaction with you guys, and yeah, let's see where this takes us. I mean, it's probably gonna give her some win rate back, but this is still a bad idea. I don't know why they haven't figured that out. And yeah, I mean, this is almost like the funeral of a champion. And it's incredibly disrespectful to the people who play her. That's it. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you for tuning in.